All right, well, let's jump in it. So, I decided to do this podcast thing because I have so much to say, and I feel like just writing it on Instagram or writing it on my website, like, be honest with you, I don't really read a lot of the stuff people write. I kind of just skim through it and look at the pictures, so I kind of listen more. So I was like, you know what, girl, do a podcast. Like, you could be driving, you could be jogging, you could be doing whatever, and listening to me. Like, I would listen to me. Like, I would definitely listen to me. I tried it on SoundCloud, and I got a couple posts up there if y'all want to check it out. It's under ShadyLipz. That was, the before I got a little more educated about this whole thing. But yeah, let's jump right into it. So everybody who knows me knows I'm a diehard Beyonce fan. I hate when people text me and they don't want anything, y'all. That was what y'all heard. Like, I got a text message like, don't text me and want nothing. But anyway, everybody who knows me knows I'm a diehard Beyonce fan. Like, it's nothing you could tell me about B that I don't already know. Like, at least that's what I think. So recently we found out she was pregnant, and not only was she pregnant, that she was pregnant with twins. Then the Grammys came, and everybody was waiting to see her, but I already knew she wasn't red carpet walking. First of all, when she got on that stage, she could barely sing. A lot of her stuff took place in a chair, and then when that chair leaned back, I was like, bitch, you gotta get up. Like, what are you doing? Like, what if it fall? But you could just see the pregnancy on her. She wearing it. Like, I think she thought this pregnancy was gonna be like it was with Blue. No, boo, you're pregnant with two people now, so you kind of have to relax and slow down. The entire award show, you seen her holding her stomach. Fast forward to the night. She is at Solange's after party, like the little Grammy party / Kelly Rowland surprise party. All Destiny's Children was there. Moms, pop, like everybody, And she's sitting down or she's dancing holding her stomach. Like, I want her to know, yes, boo, we are all super women. All women are super women, but you gotta sit down. Like, I was only going to Coachella, to be honest with you, just to see her. But I'm still gonna go because I want the experience, you know what I mean? And yesterday, Miss Beyonce was seen out in Beverly Hills holding her stomach. And I'm like, girl, if you don't sit down and get you an IKEA magazine and do what you need to do, or a baby magazine and order stuff, like, I just feel like it's not the time for you to be up and moving around. But, hell, who am I? I'm not her mama, but I'm just saying. It's just so much going on, y'all. Like, y'all really gotta get with it. Like, I don't talk about this guy because I feel like he is getting enough attention as it is. But Trump, let me get here for y'all real quick. I don't like to discuss him. I call him an orange on Instagram. Like, I feel like he gets too much attention. And I feel like if we stop giving him attention, maybe he'll relax. But if we stop giving him attention, then maybe he'll do something drastic. Like, I see a lot of people saying, oh, I want to impeach Trump. But the way he set up his office, even if we do impeach him, the next people who are up, they just as worse as him. And they might be the ones pulling the cords behind the scenes. Like, we don't really know. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like he never should have won. This dude was a fucking TV reality star. I never knew who he was until, whatever the fucking... I don't even know what the fuck the show is. The Apprentice or whatever the fuck it is. And he says you're fired. I don't fucking know what it is, but I never knew who he was until then. And even then, I was like, change the fucking channel. Why the fuck do I want to watch this? Like, I got fucking better stuff to watch. And now, he's the president, and he's literally ruining everything in a matter of almost 2 months. You feel me? Like, it's some people I know regret voting for him. And I always talk to my boyfriend, and I tell him, I think people voted out of fear. When you look at Hillary Clinton, you think, oh my God, we've never had a woman as president. I'm going to vote for her. She got dirt. I'm pretty sure Obama and them got dirt. They just got dirt, we don't really know about. But these two people's dirt was brought to the front street. Now, people were forced to choose between a man who looks like he has power because he's mean and shit and he got money, and then a woman who would make the United States look weak, not because of who she is, because I feel like as a president she would have been strong. She's been through this game for like 8 years and then turned around and was, team side by side with Obama, so she know what she doing. But she's a woman, so to other countries they're thinking, oh yeah, if she becomes president, we're gonna pull out, or we're gonna start a war with the U.S. And I think people chose out of fear. Some people chose just to get back at the black people, but what you're not realizing is there are more white people on food stamps than it is black people. It's more white people on, family assistance, like the cash. It's more. Listen, y'all. I get like food stamps and stuff. I have 4 children. I'm not ashamed of that. And I am getting food stamps. So, I will go to the office and I will do this thing called food to work. You have to have a job for food to work. And food to work, that food is strictly for my children. They give you $540. I literally went in that office and I could take a camera with me, y'all, and y'all will see. It's so many white people in there. Like, it was maybe 4 or 5 black people in there. Maybe 6, 7, 10 Hispanics, Haitians, Indians. But a majority of the office was white. Here in California, every office that I've been to, every restaurant that I've been to is like owned by like Indians or Mexicans or Haitians or Chinese people, just anybody who isn't white. You feel me? You go to like Calabasas area, Hidden Hills, Beverly Hills, you have white managers, white people who work there who try to keep up this appearance like we're snobby, we too good for whoever, you know what I mean? But behind the scenes, you have a Muslim that owns that store, or a Muslim who designs those clothes, or a Chinese person who does this, and a lot of people don't know that. And right now, the orange is hyping these white people head up like y'all are superior, y'all are higher than everyone else, you guys can't lose. But what they don't realize is everything that affects everybody else is definitely going to hit you hard too, because he doesn't care about anybody but himself. He don't even care about his wife or his children. They selling Ivanka shit for $1. I wouldn't sell it for that. I'd sell it for 5 cents. Hell, if I sold it, you know what I mean? And I feel like people are getting bold. And what I want a lot of people to know that follow me and that voted for Trump and want to try me, try my children, try my family, it's not a possibility. It won't work. Trump is protected. He's using your tax dollars. He's protected by the Secret Service and the Army and the police and all that. You, my friend, have to go home with your family. I'm the type of person who will not, especially if you do something to hurt me seriously, I will not come directly for you. I will make you feel everything that you could possibly feel and then get you. Like, I'm coming for your sister, your mama, your baby mama, your cousin, your brother. I'm coming for them. I want you to feel it. Like, I'm that type of person. If you fuck me over, like, I'm coming for your family. I don't really care about you, but in the end, you gonna feel me. So don't let Trump get out here and get y'all hyped up about some bullshit, because that's what he doing. Like, I feel like it's so many Mexicans and blacks and Indians, and I feel like if we all come together, like, and stand for something, we could make a difference. And there's so many people across the world who says that, but we just don't do it. Like, it's just a bunch of fucking social media bullshit. But off the orange man, because he just took up 4 minutes of my time, and I don't like really talking about him, but I just want to let y'all know, like, don't fall for the trap. Like, he's the setup king. The next thing I want to talk about is this story that really bothered me. Since Kendra Child's murder, I don't know if y'all know about that, but it was the girl who got murdered, and she got shot in the head in her apartment, and it was said to be by the baby daddy's ex-girlfriend. Did a drive-by, and he came home and he found her on the floor dead. And the ex-girlfriend went to jail for one night, got questioned, and got released, and I don't really know what's going on. But I talked to Kendra's mom, and, you know, they now have, like, the FBI investigating and stuff like that. But basically, it's just kind of at a standstill. There was this story in Chicago where this girl was on Facebook Live. Her name is Brianna Love Devontae Major, Loving My Boys on Facebook. And she was doing a live, and as she was driving, apparently she was driving in an alley. She was driving, and she was steady looking behind her, looking in the reviews or whatever. Towards the end, a lot of people are saying she set this guy up. As far as I can tell, I went to go be nosy, y'all. The boy was not what everybody was saying. Oh, he a drug dealer, or he this, he that. He looked like he came from a well-rounded family. And let me clear this up too. It was the girlfriend, and then there was the grown man, and then there was the son. The grown man and the little boy was his nephew. The little boy belonged to the guy's sister. A lot of people on Facebook said, well, why was the little boy with the uncle the same reason my children be with their uncle when he's around? Like, you don't think, oh, I'm about to send my kid with their uncle, their blood uncle, my blood brother, and something's gonna happen. So people were saying she set him up, because as she's driving, she's looking behind her, and he just chilling, he rapping, he singing. And you know, a couple of her Facebook posts state, one of them in specifically that like stuck out to me was like, February 8th, 14th don't have nothing to do with me, with some smiley faces, a wink, an angry, like, hopefully she was just talking about, you know, I'm single or whatever, because that's what had been happening. He been cheating or whatever, and she was just stating she was single. So like I said, people feel like she set him up. So before they get shot, literally 5 seconds, probably not even, before the car gets shot up, she looks behind and she's watching this person walk up, and they start shooting. It broke my heart, because during the video, while it was live, you saw the little boy in the backseat. He was just chilling, you know what I mean? And he was just chilling. And apparently he got shot in the head. And the thing is, because you can't bring people back, and I'm learning how to deal with grief because I lost my grandfather on Christmas Eve 2016. I'm learning how to deal with grief, and you can't bring anybody back, but you can be glad that when they pass without suffering. You understand? And he died, and he passed without suffering. And you heard like 8 shots pop off. I don't understand how everybody in that car got shot multiple times except for her. She got shot one time. Apparently, she didn't lose her baby, and people are saying she didn't want to go to the hospital because she had warrants. I don't care what kind of warrants I got. If I'm pregnant and I'm a mom, I guess that's why I'm so emotional about it. I'm going to the hospital. Like, there's nothing you can tell me. Like, if I'm getting locked up, fuck it, let me get locked up. But obviously, she didn't get locked up because she went to the hospital and she's back home and she's back on Facebook. So, if somebody asks me, do I think, you know, it was a setup? I don't know. I mean, there's a 50% yes and a 50% no. She was making these posts, and one of them, it said, Lord, I woke up without them, and I usually wake up to these two literally every morning. And to know you ain't coming back, it break my heart. I don't care about no negative comments, because motherfuckers personally know how my love was for both of them. Lord, I ask why Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid is the baby. Lord, I ask why Kool-Aid. Baby ain't want none but cars, Lord. Why? Why? I know you said don't question your work, but this wasn't your work. It was the devil, and he know he ain't right, Lord. Cover this sad-ass world with the loving hands of his Lord. Bring Kool-Aid back, Lord, please. Why the baby? Why? I'ma be hurt forever. Daddy, why you leave me? Why? So then I keep scrolling, and you know, keep on going, and at some point I get to a picture of her and the baby, and I scroll down, and the mom, her name is Kashara Collins, says, take this down, Bree, and off your cover now. Take the baby down. I'm like, okay. I just got a couple questions. If the baby got a mama, and from the looks of it, he does, a mother that loves him very much, and it looks like she was the only girl and she had maybe 4 or 5 brothers. And the little boy was always with the other uncles, like all the time. Like, I go back through all the brothers' timeline and it's nothing but the little boy and them, you know. He was the joy of their household. Let's put it that way. This story is so sad only because someone lost their life. But not only because someone lost their life, because a child. Chicago, what is y'all doing, man? Like, I have never been, like, I've never heard of this much killing, you know, besides like a war or in like third world countries or something. That kind of shit hurts my feelings because I am a mother. My grandpa was old, and when he died, I lost my mind. Like, that was my best friend. You know, I used to call him, and if I needed somebody to talk to on the way home, I could talk to my grandpa for like an hour, 2 hours straight, and we just be talking. And so that pain hurt me so deep inside. And like I said, it was my grandfather. He was old. He was sick. He was tired of being sick. He had been bedridden for 6 years. So, you know, he kind of was just ready to go. And, you know, it was his time. He was old. You know, I'm learning to accept that. And to know that type of hurt exists, and that was from a man who lived his life to the fullest, took care of his family to the fullest, and loved my grandmother up until the day he died. Like, if that hurt me like that, I can't imagine what losing one of my children would be like. Like, when my mom called and told me my papa passed, I, like, fell down in the kitchen, like, and I had to run to the back room because I didn't want nobody to, you know, hear me, and I was just, like, screaming, like, and then I had to call and verify, like, I wanted to be sure my mama wasn't just tripping. So I can't imagine losing a child. I just want to say, Chicago, we, not y'all. It ain't y'all. We gotta do better. Because when I say y'all, I'm like just pushing y'all off to the corner. Like, I ain't got shit to do with that, man. No, we have to do better. I'm gonna just say that we have to do better because that's ridiculous. Y'all can't be taking the lives of kids. I seen a fight the other day on Facebook, and it was like Mexicans against black people, and it was like 4 or 5 little black boys and like 6 little Mexicans. Fighting is bad, but let me tell y'all something. They fought. At the end of the fight, they got their ass up and they all went their separate ways. Talking shit now. I don't know the follow-up to this story, but I know did nobody pull out a gun or a knife. That's what I'm talking about. I like that. Just fight me, bro, and get it over with. And you know what I'm saying? When I was younger, it used to be, all right, we gonna fight. Whoever win, it is what it is. And I'm gonna go on about my business. Next time I see you, we just walk past each other. We ain't even got to speak. But people don't know how to do that no more. People want to kill people. And you still accomplish nothing because if you was a buster, you still a buster before. You don't get a title for killing somebody because once you tell somebody that you killed somebody, you go to jail. You don't get a title. You don't get anything. Sorry, y'all, I had to get some drink. But I'm praying for y'all, Chicago. We have to do better. And we will. Next. People who've been following my SoundCloud also know, or who was with me when I was on Blogger, like the Gmail blog, before I switched to WordPress, know that it wasn't an obsession. It was a how the hell does the cops miss this type of thing? You know what I mean? With Bobby Christina. Let me refresh our memory. I went back, I took the time, I went through Twitter, I went through Facebook posts, I went through their friends and family posts, and I put together Nick killed Bobby Christina, pretty much. Like, that's what I put together. So now that all that has come and gone and passed, they're making I don't know how to say this word, so if I say it wrong, don't get mad, or don't laugh at me, don't judge me, a biopic of Bobby Christina. And, yeah, I don't know about that. Like, I always say, when people make movies, if the people are not alive, then you just can't. You can't make a movie. Like, it won't be a good movie because the people who need to really tell the story are not alive, or they just don't want it, you know? Oh crap, there was a movie. I'm crazy. Anyway, so apparently they're making a biopic of Bobby Christina leading up to her death, and her dad is not on board with it. First of all, who the hell gives Lifetime permission and TV One and all them to do these things? Like, what make you think you could make a story about my child and I'm still very much alive and you don't ask me? Like, I would sue you. But Demetria McKinney will be playing Whitney Houston, and up and coming actor and actresses will be playing Nick Gordon and Bobby. Vivica Fox will be playing Pat Houston. Like, hopefully they get this right because it's some sneaky motherfuckers out here. And I have said, and I stand by what I say, Nick Gordon, Pat Houston, Gary Houston, any Houston on that side, sometimes even Sissy, were all money hungry. They took that girl off life support to let her die. They tried to keep running everything because they didn't want Bobby to have nothing to do with it. And they never had her best interest at heart. They want to sell them fuck ass candles, Pat. Put their kids through school, Pat and Gary. And, get Bobby Christina off their chest. I think Pat paid Nick to do bullshit to Bobby, to kill her off, to do whatever, or to try to marry her and get her money. I don't know what the fuck they did, but I'm going to always say that Nick and Matt and Pat and Gary and all them was in cahoots to kill that girl. They knew what kind of mind state she was in. So the first person who loved her, she would gravitate towards them. And once they screwed up the other person and talked down on them, so she would gravitate towards them. Like, they really fucked her, and they fucked her bad. And God knows all, and He sees all, and He really know what it is. But they will have payback. I haven't seen Pat Houston in the media since Bobby Christina died. I ain't seen her trying to throw no fundraiser to bring awareness to domestic violence if they really think Nick did it, like she be doing Whitney Houston. Oh, I'm gonna make a record of all the unheard songs. Like, I haven't seen her do anything. She's just full of fucking shit. Like, the whole family, they all full of shit. And I honestly believe what I believe, and there's nothing that you can tell me to change my mind. I believe the Brown family has fucked up because of previous relationships, but I honestly believe that they always have had the best interest of their sister and their daughter. Even if she didn't like the wife. I ain't even talking about Alicia. Like, she has nothing to do with this. I just believe as a parent and as a sibling, they always had her best interest at heart. But because of the strained relationship that she had with them as a kid growing up, because of her parents' differences, it was hard to see that love and trust there. But I know one thing for certain. A lot of people be talking about her auntie, what's her name? Damn, Bobby Brown's sister, the one who always running her mouth. But she's not crazy. She's so on point, y'all. She on point. That's all I got to say. Like, she is not crazy. But hopefully this movie is good because I'm going to watch it. But knowing Lifetime, they be fucking up everything. Well, y'all, this is my first podcast. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I'm going to try to do one every Monday. Have it posted up on Monday and go from there because I really want to try new stuff and do new stuff. I feel like my blog is really taking off. Also, I'm going to be doing a Mommy and Giggles when I'm picking that website back up as well. A lot of people know I'm a mother of 4. And Mommy and Giggles is my heart. I know when I do that, I want to do it the right way. Mommy and Giggles is just about sharing my life experiences, like, with my children. I had my first child when I was 18. I got pregnant when I was 17. I know a lot of parents experience things where they just don't know what's going on or they don't know certain signs. I've been through it all, I like to think, but I'm pretty sure I haven't. I've had a premature baby. I've had a baby be hospitalized for RSV, which is just a regular cold, but for a newborn, it's like life-threatening. I got a daughter with natural crazy hair. I have a son. I got 3 girls and a son. Like, I have baby daddy drama when he bring it to me. Like, I have, my children have different fathers. Like, I just have experience in, like, what medicine works, what medicine don't work, what worked for me, what didn't work for me, what may work for you, what may not work for you. You know, I just have so many experiences, and I want to be able to share that with young mothers or with mothers in general who don't have anybody to ask. Because fortunately enough, I have my mom to call. Fortunately enough, my mom works. She's been working in a hospital since before I was born. I'm 26 years old. Fortunately enough, my entire family does something medical, like, you know, so I've always had help. Then I have my grandmother, who is just old school, and then my daughters go to a daycare that's so amazing, where their daycare teacher's like, yeah, cut up some onions, do this, do that. Like, we're fortunate enough to have these people, and I just want to share my experiences in hopes that if it's a mom out there that wants to know about tube ligation, I had my tubes rubber banded. I didn't get them tied, but I had them rubber banded. And if they want to know about the regrets and the pluses, and, you know, I got the drama of the boyfriend and the family. You know, I just want to be able to express those things and let people know, hey, you're not alone. I have drama, and some people just don't want to speak about their drama, but I don't have a problem speaking about my drama because people can't do nothing but judge me. That's what people do all the time anyway. And since I was in, like, 5th grade, I have honestly never gave a fuck about what anybody thinks about me, which is why I was always considered the bad child, because I never thought twice about what people would say. Because if I did, I would like to think I would be crazy now. I have avoided a lot of things in life because I don't care about what people think about me. And I want people to get to that point where you ain't got to be hood, ghetto, whatever it is, you know, to put that off. But once you realize that it's not about what makes other people happy, or you don't have to prove anything to other people, you will be so much happier and less stressed. And I'm going to share that through my Mommy and Giggles blog. Like, you know, it'll all be there. But I thank y'all for listening to me talk for almost 30 minutes, y'all. My baby daddy don't even sit down long enough for me to talk to him that long. He don't listen to me that long. That's funny. But hey, you may even get a feature from him. One of my friends, her name is Tamara. You can follow her on Instagram. She's dope, y'all. Y'all might even get a feature from her. But she live in Vegas. I live in LA. So I don't know how that's gonna work, but I'm definitely down to do it. So just make sure y'all follow her, look her up. She's dope. Be on the lookout for new music from my little brother, Dante, Trey 9, straight out of Dallas, Texas, and my baby daddy. Like, it's all coming together. We're a family. It's gonna work. Like, we gonna work. You know what I mean? We all coming up. So my mama, my grandma, my sister, we got y'all. You know, we all gonna come up real quick. But again, like I said, thank y'all for listening. If anything, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, YouTube, anything at ShadyLipz. My website, ShadyLipz.com, is always up. If you want to reach out to me and be featured on here or have your stuff promoted on my page, I do really cheap promotions. I'm never in the $100 business because I know what $100 can do. People want to promote you for $100. I promote for 10, 20, 30, and 40, and 50, and that is it. Maybe not even 50. It could be cut in half to 25. I am definitely a good promotion person. Oh, also Snapchat, ShadyLipz. But like I said, if you want to get in contact with me, reach out to me. ShadyLipz, everything will be in the description below. You can reach me at ShadyLipz@gmail.com. That's SHADYLIP 2 Z's at gmail.com. Y'all be easy and stay blessed.